we just do it. We don't have plan for all the iteration. We just do it daily and assign tasks, maybe sort of Kanban. But right now we're trying to yeah, my intention for it just following up things, assign new issues. If we have time, we can have a short retrospective about the problems that we have during the launch, and let's take a look at the back and see what's going on, what was going on, and what makes us better in the future. And at least having a plan for our next week. I pass it on to Cherik.
Thank you all. Good morning, good evening. My intention is to talk about the sprint because I was sick for 2 weeks and I'm not in the progress, so I want to sync up more. Yeah, I have no distractions. I pass it to Kai.
Hey guys, I'm not distracted. I don't know if I stay for the whole call, but yeah, I'm just here to find out how we deal with you were having. So because Trace is not really working right now. Yeah, or see what I can do to help. I give it to Matteo.
Hey guys, GM, how are you? Sharik, I'm happy to see you. You're getting better, man. Happy to see you back. Yeah, I have the same intentions as Mo. Let's discuss the future of the sprint and what we should be focusing right now. And in retrospective, what we could be fixing from release. As update, last week we made a release, the 2.0.2 for latest changes. Some were missing because some pull requests were not accepted by that time. So I think that we will make a new release early this week, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, after testers approve. Features like the custom token donation are in there, so I think it's important to make that as soon as possible. I don't have anything more to say. I'll pass it to Ramin.
Hey guys, good morning, good evening. I'm here to sync up with the team. I don't have any distractions right now. I pass it to Carlos.
Thanks. Good morning. Yeah, my intentions are also to sync up. I think we are close to making another release. There's just one last issue that I told Mohammed about on the weekend that I'm gonna work on today, which is relating the token list to the giving blocks, because we only had Ethereum related. So Mateo passed me the list. So I'll be writing that migration today, and I think there's nothing left to make a release of the backend. And I'll pass it to Kai.
I pass it to Mohammed. Which one? You, yes.
The true Mohammed.
Thank you. My intention is to see what should we do for the next week, and it can be good to talk about the acceptable token and eligible give back eligible tokens for organization and those stuff. It can be good to have a short talk about that. And my distraction is we have some bugs in the uploading image in Trace by Impact Graph and the things that Kai mentioned. I'm distracted by that, and I pass it back to you, Monique, I think. Oh, Amin, sorry.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Last week was productive week, but I think we are still suffering from technical debts. The IPFS is the most striking ones, and we should push forward hard to fix it. This week I developed something to move the uploading to the backend, and also with Shop fix the
IPFS responsibility. IPFS fulfill these issues and other things, but we should change the configuration. And we have really pushed that they're not tested, and also issues, also PRs to push. So I think this week we should sort of emphasize on resolving technical debts rather than defining new functionalities, new features. Also, onboarding the DevOps is another thing that is important, because I have sessions with Shahab and Thrive, but I think it's not complete yet. They're onboarding them. Yeah, I pass it to Monique.
I think Lauren might have some contentious distractions also.
Monique. My intentions for the call are really just to hang out and listen, so nothing too important, and I'm not distracted. Well, I'm sort of distracted. I'm working on other stuff, but I'm not really that distracted. Pass it back to you, Monique.
Okay, guys, thank you. According to talks, before we jump into planning and managing the board, do you guys want to have a short call about the IPFS calls? I think the problem is clear. We're all on it, and Kai is here if you need any help, guys. Mohammed Amin.
We have some bug in our codes, so after fixing that, we may need Kai's help.
Maybe it's not bug. It's some technical issues that we should resolve. We are passing the file as text as base64, and it's not accepted by the endpoint. Maybe we should change.
Yeah. I also see that there is lots to talk for you guys. And we can take, because this is like an isolated problem, it seems, so we don't have to take up the time of the dev call, but finish your stuff. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
Problem. Go ahead. We have time for it. If you think there's, I think it's happening in production right now. So, yeah.
Do you know the reason, for that it's filling up?
I think it's exploited. Actually, this is the occupation is too much. It's the 150 gigabytes of storage was filled, and while we should have almost less than 2 gigabytes of data, someone has put his data there. I think, and what I did, I change the writable flag of that to readable, so no one can put any other files to that. And I try to change the feathers and Giveth steps and modify the impact graph to have an upload service. After this, the client should not directly upload to IPFS. We saw that issue, so fix that in the Giveth IO. The impact graph uploads the files, not users directly. But here it remained, and we are working on that. Actually, translating the data from the JavaScript data it doesn't have types, so it's very hard to change the types to be acceptable by other files. So hopefully Mohammed almost knows the issue. He's working on that. Ramin has updated the frontend. The frontend needs some more changes. We're working on it, and I agree that we should fix it ASAP. Even tonight, if we could do it, because trace is useless till now. Users cannot upload any image. That's it.
Thank you for the yes. The only thing I would really recommend is put the IPFS service as a whole to another domain. We run it as a service from I sent one already to Moshe Hub. I can send it to you too. This is currently mapped. It's for until we get a real domain for this. We can use the one I made.
Cool. We can even have no IP for it after the update, because the image will not be served by our server anymore.
Okay. Because you wanted to keep it as backup, I think. But
yeah.
under control. Good. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Guy. Thank you. Thank you, Mohammed. I know Amin had a very tough weekend. And we we had releases one after each other, and we have new features, and Regerm Farms went live, and I know maintaining this stuff is need much more time, and I really appreciate all of you guys that get your eyes rolling on the whole products that we have. So let's get back to other issues, and the one that also Mohammed suggested talking about. I just need all of your attentions on this because it's sort of maybe important for all of us to understand it, and appreciate if you can see my shared screen. I'm going to video so you can see it. Guys, as you can see,
sorry, I see it, but the resolution or is, I don't know, it's my problem or not, but I cannot read anything.
It's your computer has 300 by 200 resolution. It's fine.
Yeah, 480. You mean?
Yeah, like it's a Nintendo NES. Good job, Monique. It's not everybody. Not everybody runs a Figma on a Nintendo Entertainment System.
I think you have chosen the lower resolution.
I'm just trying to bridge until it buffers. I'll stop now.
Monique, maybe you can try to share again, but this time with another resolution. Can you try it?
Yeah.
Stop sharing.
You can choose the resolution before clicking on this.
Yeah, you're right. Resolution 1000, but the frame rate low.
720 is enough, probably.
I did 720, I think.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah. This next generation.
We are not blind.
So, guys, I need all of your attention, especially Mato, Carlos, Amin, Cherry, Rami, and also Mohammed. As we see, this is the proposed design for the donation page. As you can see, we have two radio buttons here, all and givebacks eligible. So, I think the reason for that was that if a user select any token that is not eligible for givebacks, we can show it that hey, your selected token is not eligible. Go here, post a forum post, and ask for eligibility, other stuff, and there was a reason behind it. And as you know, we have just one list for tokens. So right now we are refactoring our backend, and we have a list for each organizations. But the default value of this list is only set to eligible tokens. That's the problem that we have right now. So me as a user can't scroll down or even search within the list of tokens unless I can paste an address. So paste an address and search was mentioned in just one field here. So I can search and I find out that it's it's in all or it's in giveback, or I can select it here. So when we talk about the list of tokens, we're talking about this list, and it's totally different than what we have for givebacks eligible. So let's think that this project came from another organization, for example, from Chain. when I open it, I have to see two tokens here, one Ethereum and one, for example, one other token. And only these two tokens are accepted. But when I click on the givebacks, I only can see Ethereum on the mainnet. And there is a business up there that, for organizations that have the, that accept only some specific networks, we have to bring a switch network, and we also have a business about showing them a model that, hey, you're on the right network, change it to be able to see the list of tokens. So these are the required things. So guys, we had the versions working, it's fine, but we're trying to, have an enhancement. So we're talking about the best, scenarios for the users. And these guys, designed it. So I think Mohammed can continue my idea about how we can design the backend. Right now, these two meanings are mixed up. We have only one token list that we say that it's acceptable for each organization, but there is no specific talks about the eligibility. So I think it was assumed that any tokens in the default list was eligible. So me as a user can see the non-eligible to give back tokens. I want to have all of your opinions, so I pass it to you and have your ideas. I first start with Mohammed. Mohammed, would you please?
Sorry, before Mohammed, can I? It's not clear. One thing is not clear for me. What's the difference between eligible tokens and the tokens that are listed in the backend? Is it the same?
No.
Now, yes. Now, yes, but eligible means give back eligible tokens. Now all the tokens of organization is give back eligible tokens. But Monique, as a user, wants that we should have two lists: acceptable tokens, give back eligible tokens. That all the eligible tokens are in the acceptable tokens. So eligible tokens are a subset of acceptable tokens. But now we just have one list. I think it's necessary, as Monique said. And alongside implementing this, we have another question that if a token is give back eligible, is that give back eligible for all organization? For instance, if we give back for the for PAN donations, PAN token donations. If it's the PAN donated to a Giving Block project, to a Change project, or to a Giveth project donated, we give them give back, or no, the PAN is eligible in this organization. In that organization, no, it's not eligible. It's my question besides what Monique said.
It's a very good question. I think, sorry, Amy, I have to manage it. Lauren, are you with us right now? Or listening? Yeah. I think, in my understanding, we don't differ givebacks policy for Giveth projects or other projects that were imported. So if you want, for example, give givebacks to a donor that donates PAN to Giveth projects, we do the same that it's he's or she's doing on the, for example, blocking chain, the Giving Block projects or chain project. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, if they're using Giveth to donate either to a Giving Block project or to a other project, we don't differentiate between them. They both get givebacks.
Mm-hmm. So this is the policy that we have, Mohammed, and Carlos, I want to pass it to you. Is it clear for you? I really need that you all people know the what you call it, the requirement of the user, not the technical side.
Yeah, I understand. I had the same question that Mohammed just did.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it's clear. It's clear.
I want to say something. I want to remove like my role of developer and give this opinion as user or talking about UX design, and let's say what are we giving priority in this design? Are we giving priority to the regular tokens or the give back eligible or the customized tokens? Because we have three options here, and I think that we have to guide our users to do the thing that we want them to do. For example, I think the priority is that they choose the givebacks eligible tokens, and then if they want, they can donate with whatever token. So this is a question for everyone. Does this add like another layer of complexity if we want the user to choose one of two routes, and those are giveback eligible or not? So for the third option, if we give out the customization, I don't see the point of adding another list. Like, I think it's just an extra layer of complexity that doesn't add much, just as an user. Maybe for the third-party integrations and all of that would make sense, but we already have a list for those, so it's still the same. So. I just wanted to throw my opinion in there.
Yeah, I sort of agree with you, Monique. I think that, Mateo, sorry, all my words. I think having the give back eligible button here is not really necessary at this point. I mean, we could revisit it later and add it, but for now it's like we have our list and then we have you copy paste. And then those ones, it has the little pop-up. I think the little message that says this token is eligible or this token is not eligible is useful. But I think that this makes it just a little bit more confusing for the user.
I have one suggestion, which would be to not make it a separate list, but maybe just like a light accent on the color or something. A star would maybe be too much. I don't know. Star is also possible. But so for me as a user, if I see a list like this and I have a token in mind, I would just search for the token always, and I never scroll through those lists.
Yeah, that's the point. It's not just for searching inside the give back eligible